scattered before the sun, elusive space and time, end of an age, end of an age, end of a paradigm, in body bound where it can't be found, we carry them along. It isn't far, it is a garden, it is where we are one. Can't you feel it? It must be home. You can't miss something you've never known. Hearts in the world are waiting, awakening. Hearts in the world are waiting, waiting.
When it's late December, dark and cold,
Where is the light?
when old man you've spending low,
Where is the light?
when the sun runs off a bit too soon,
Where is the light?
and there's nothing but a skinny moon.
Where is the light?
Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. When it's dark each morning when I rise,
Where is the light?
and it's dark when my eggs are frying,
Where is the light?
and it's dark when off to work I go,
Where is the light?
and it's dark again when I get home.
Where is the light?
Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. It's in my skin and in my bones, in my heart and in my soul. That light of light so bright and golden, like a summer day. When the sun goes missing in the sky, it is rising in my eyes, chasing all that winter gloom away. I'm burning bright like kerosene.
Where is the light?
I'm twinkling like the Pleiades.
Where is the light?
I'm dancing like a candle flame.
Where is the light?
And I'm flaming like a fruit flambe.
Where is the light?
Oh, can you tell me where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Can you tell me where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Oh, can you tell me where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. 2, 3, 4. Listen, light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm
welcome to All Souls Unitarian Universalist Church. I'm going to do, as Reverend Barbara often does, and ask, am I far enough away from you? Is it okay if I take off the mask? I promise to put it back on when we sing. Are you all good with that? Okay, thank you. Whatever your age, race, political affiliation, gender identity, orientation, background, whoever you are, if you want to worship with us, you are welcome. We think of the word worship in terms of its roots in Old English, which to lift up and contemplate matters of worth. Our matters of worth are very diverse across the spectrum of our membership. And as my husband likes to say, to us, that's a feature and not a bug. That we learn from each other. We learn from our differences. And we are united not by creed, but by covenant, by the promises that we make to each other for the way that we will be together in community. And all are welcome, and we welcome you to be with us today, whether you're here in the sanctuary or online. I believe that we like to offer some announcements at the beginning of the service, and I believe is our board representative, Dawn Shubasich. She may still be out front. I think I can remember the big ones. Today is our congregational meeting. It will be on Zoom at 3 p.m. We will be voting on the 2022 budget, as well as the nominating committee that will choose the candidates for the next board at the spring congregational meeting. So the logon should be in your Friday email, and I'll also send that out again today, just so you have it and you don't have to go digging through your email to find it. I want to take a minute to thank everybody who came out last week for the holiday market. That was kind of a spur-of-the-moment, late November decision to even do it. And I know Ash McLean is here. He came as a vendor. Thank you so much. Bob Jordan was a vendor. And a bunch of y'all came out and shopped and spent some money with these people that kind of stepped out on faith with us. So we really do appreciate it. And I know there are other things. We have Zoom lunch on Wednesdays at noon for anyone who would like to just join us and check in virtually. We also have our kind of late night virtual pub / coffee house / whatever you want it to be, the Salty Chalice, which meets on Friday night at 10 p.m. And all of these things are in your weekly emails. So if you are not getting the emails and would like to, you can see me after the service or go on our website and it'll tell you how to sign up for those. Either way. Reverend Barbara, did you have anything for us for announcements this morning? No? Okay. All right. I believe, yes, okay.
I would appreciate if those of you who have a prayer life and include people in your list of things that you're praying for would let me know, so that when people ask this congregation for prayers, I can notify y'all and we can have a group do that. You can send me an email, you can send me a text. It's better if you don't just tell me in passing because I have a lousy memory. But I would really appreciate having names for that, if that's okay with you. Thank you.
Thank you. I did want to mention too, if you are on Facebook, we have something we call the Caring Connection. It's a private group so that we don't put people's personal stuff out on our public page. But it's a private group where you can find out if someone's ill or if someone's had a baby or had a family member pass away or whatever. That we try to put that on there so we can kind of help each other out. So if you aren't on that group and would like to be, just ask, go to the main page and ask to be invited to it. Or again, you can talk to me today after the service. I think that is it. After the chime, if you'll join me in singing Come, Come, Whoever You Are, which is number 188 in the hymnal, if you'd rather use that, but the words will also be on the screen. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Do it again. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Can we do that one more time, but a touch faster? Because we are no caravan of despair, right? Let's try it again. Ready? Go. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Thank you. Peace on earth, goodwill toward all. In the story of the birth of Jesus, this is what the angels say to herald his birth, and yet the work of peace on earth remains ours to do. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal." Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Our capacity to make peace with another person and the world depends very much on our capacity to make peace with ourselves." On this fourth Sunday of Advent, in just a little while, we will light the candle for peace in our minds, in our hearts, in our world. But first, I'll ask Jackson Peck to join me to help lead the children's chalice lighting. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open mind. This is the church of the helping hand. This is the church of the loving heart. Together, with mind, hand, and heart, we care for the earth and for each other. Thank you, Jackson. You want to come light the chalice? In the light of the chalice, we have the words of Melanie Davis. "If ever there were a time for a candle in the darkness, this would be it. Using a spark of hope, kindle the flame of love, ignite the light of peace, and feed the flame of justice." Would you join me, standing in body or spirit, to say the unison affirmation? The words will be on the screen. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the sacred. Thus do we covenant with each other. And our first hymn is Peace Like a River, and Reverend Barbara's going to help lead us in that. And it's one of those zipper songs, so you just substitute the words. It'll be on the screen every time. And we added an extra verse for the season.
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like well, we're going to move it up some so that it feels more like we have joy. Let's see. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got tears like a raindrop. I've got tears like a raindrop in my soul. I've got tears like a raindrop. I've got tears like a raindrop. I've got tears like a raindrop in my soul. One more time, we're going up. I've got strength.
Excellent. Thank you. You know, I listened to the playback the other day, and y'all are singing well. Y'all sound bigger. So, good job. This is the fourth Sunday of the season of Advent on the Christian calendar. And remember, we talked about Advent as a time of waiting. And what are we waiting for? Christmas. And the birth of the baby Jesus, yep. And also the birth of new hope and new light in us. And we talked each week about what each candle represents. Does anybody remember? We lit the first candle for hope. Good. We lit the second candle for almost faith, or the other one? Yes, love. Good. And this rose-colored one, joy. That's right. And so today we light the fourth candle. I'll bet you can guess what it's for. Peace. That's right. Sometimes this one is called the angel candle because the angels in the story of the birth of Jesus, who announced the news of the birth, brought a message of peace on earth, goodwill to all. And it can seem really hard to find that and to feel that with everything going on in the world. Pandemic, climate change, so much violence and injustice. But this candle reminds me of a story. And I've told it before, but it's been a while. As my dad would always say, you haven't heard it today. A long, long time ago, there was a king who offered a prize to the artist who could paint a portrait of peace. He wanted to see peace portrayed on canvas, and he called his finest artists in the kingdom together and said, paint me a portrait of peace, and I'm going to choose the best one. And so, of course, he had a magnificent hall that became like a great art gallery and in the castle, and he walked through and he looked at beautiful painting after beautiful painting. There was one picture of a high snow-capped mountain with beautiful blue sky, a few little fluffy white clouds. Another showed a still beautiful lake with a perfect reflection of the sunset above it. Just so peaceful. And still another was a picture of people meditating on a quiet green hillside. And the king walked through his gallery and looked at all of these beautiful paintings. But then he came to one painting, and this was of another mountain, but this was a mountain that was jagged and rocky and bare, and the sky above it was a storm. I mean, you could see the rain, and what few trees there were on this mountain, you could see that they were just bent over double from the wind. I mean, the artist had just done this magnificent job of, and it had been raining for a while because there was this, what had been just a waterfall obviously was now just this torrent, just flowing down this mountain, rushing down this mountain, just this kind of violent storm that was going on all around. And at first he thought, how is this a portrait of peace? But then he looked down in the corner of the mountain and he noticed the artist had painted this little recessed area in the rock. And in there was a mother bird feeding her baby birds very peacefully. Baby little necks were stretched up, to receive the food from the mother. And the king said, this is truly the best portrait of peace, because true peace does not mean there is no turmoil or trouble or noise. True peace does not mean there is no hard work. We know that the work of peace is ours to do. True peace is to be calm at the center when all of that is going on around you. And remember how we've talked about how Advent is a time that kind of calls us to that calm and quiet place of waiting, to keep that stillness inside, that portrait of peace, that peace in our heart, even as we do what is sometimes always incredibly hard work of bringing peace on earth. So I'd like you to sing a song with me now. It's an Advent carol, even if you've heard it called a Christmas carol. And even though I don't always like it when you rewrite the words of Christmas carols, I kind of actually really like the words of this one because I think it expresses what we've been talking about that birth, that new birth in us, that birth of hope and light. So Reverend Barbara, if you'll come and help us. You can remain seated if you like. Or, okay, stand. You'll sing better that way. Now Jennifer Russell will lead us in meditation.
Good morning. And these words from the meditation are not mine, but whoever's they are did not attribute them to themselves. So, all right. So gently close your eyes and breathe deeply from your abdomen. Feel yourself in your body right now in this moment. As you breathe, allow your body to completely and fully relax. Stress is flowing out of you with each breath. Your body becomes limp and comfortable. Let the tension in your brow go. Let the tension in your lips go. Let the tension in your eyes go. Just relax in the comfortable darkness that surrounds you. Once you feel completely relaxed and centered, Start to bring yourself to one of your favorite, peaceful, beautiful places. This could be a place that you've been before, like a silent redwood grove with cool shade and towering ancient trees that protect you in their mammoth embrace, or a white sand beach where the ocean waves gently lap the shore and the smell of the sea makes you feel at home. It could be a place built entirely in your imagination, a lovely, slowly swaying bridge that you stand on, watching a babbling brook flow away beneath it, or an ancient oak in the autumn, something out of an old legend, or golden leaves falling around you as you sit under the shade and watch the golden orange sun pass over the horizon into twilight. Wherever this special, peaceful place is for you, take some time to imagine it as completely as you can all around you. Now that you have your special place in mind, bring yourself into the picture. Imagine that you're in this beautiful place. Put yourself there. Take a walk and look at the lovely, peaceful, relaxing surroundings. Before, you were looking at this peaceful scene like a painting from a distance. Now you're part of the scene. You're living it. Be there right now. What do you see around you? There's no need to verbally answer the question. Just look around and see what you see. What in this scene is most relaxing? Take a walk through this special place and see what you can see. What do you smell in the air? Do you smell the trees and the soil of the forest floor beneath you? The salty air at the ocean? Bring scent into your visualization. Smell the air where you are. In your mind, reach out and touch something that's attractive and peaceful to you. How does it feel? Is it soft to your touch? You can feel the ground beneath you and the air on your skin. How does it feel? Take a moment to listen. What sounds can you hear in this beautiful new surrounding? Birds chirping in the woods? The ocean waves in their perpetual booming rhythm. Maybe there's music from an ancient flute in the background. Or maybe you hear the voice of an old friend that soothes and calms you. Whatever you hear now, take a moment to listen and enjoy listening to it. You can stay in this scene as long as you want to, enjoying this moment of relaxation that you've taken for yourself. Feel free to walk around in the special place as long as you want. It's yours. You can change the scene as you wish. Remember that this special place is always here for you. You can come back to it as often as you wish. You need not be afraid to lose it. It's always with you. The relaxation that you feel at this moment in your body is yours to call on anytime you wish. When you're ready, slowly let the scene start to dissolve back into your mind. Allow yourself to slowly come back to the comfortable darkness that was there before you imagined your special place. When you're ready and in your own time, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to this moment, this time, and this reality. Take a moment to note how you feel right now, how relaxed, and then slowly, attentively, and lovingly come back to this room, to the spirit of worship.
So, I want to start by singing a song for you, and you may have heard it. And if you have heard it, I did not put the words on the screen because I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not. But there's this beautiful song. The quote is from Lao Tzu, and the music was originally done by Sweet Honey in the Rock, but it goes like this. Where there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. Where there is beauty in the person, there is harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is honor in the nation. Where there is honor in the nation, there is peace in the world. Anybody know it? Like if I sang it again, would I have help or not so much? Try it. We'll step out on faith here. Where there is light in the soul, there's beauty. There is beauty in the person. Where there is beauty in the person, there's harmony. There is harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is honor in the nation. Where there is honor in the nation, there is peace in the world. Thanks. Thanks for hanging in there with me. So, for our message today, I'd like to have a conversation. Over the past few weeks, as we've celebrated the season of light, we've lit the candles for Advent, each one representing an idea for us to contemplate and to think about what it means to us: hope, love, joy, and peace. A couple of weeks ago, we lit the menorah and told the story of Hanukkah, the miracle of a people who won their freedom and restored their place of worship on scant resources, and the miracle of light that lasted for 8 days on only enough fuel for one. And of course, this Tuesday is the winter solstice, which the Druids celebrated yesterday with thanks and praise to the gods of several pantheons, to the ancestors and the nature spirits. So fitting out here in the midst of nature. And we know that these holidays leading up to and around the shortest day of the year, we know they originated hundreds of years ago in northern climates where it was very cold and very dark for much, if not just about all of the day, for weeks on end. And they needed light and warmth and the promise that the earth was going to return light and warmth to them. And we know that other holidays throughout the year were born out of a need to honor and celebrate the cycles of the earth. So my question to you is, how do the cycles of nature, do the cycles of the seasons fit into your own spirituality? Or on a simpler level, what's your favorite season? Where on the calendar are you most at home? Where do you feel like, yes, this is my time? For some people, it's the fall. For some, it's the spring because they can dig in the dirt and plant things. Last week, Reverend Barbara asked if you were a beach person or a mountain person. So this week, I'm asking, are you a winter, spring, summer, or fall person? What puts that light in your soul? How is nature a part of your spirituality? And so if you would like to talk about this and you feel comfortable being on camera, you're welcome to come and speak from here. Or we have a wireless mic if you would just like to be heard and not seen. That's fine too. But I wonder if we have any brave souls to start us off. Everybody's jumping at once. And another thing I'd like to know is your least favorite season, and if you have tried to maybe find the beauty in that. And if you would like for someone to come with a mic for you, just raise your hand. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Susan. My most favorite season is fall, and I've thought about it a lot. I think it's because I have associated it with so many school years starting, and so many football games, and so many new books, and moving into dorms, and all, and that there's just something about the fall that seems to me to be starting something. And what I don't like is the winter, because I don't like to be cold. And yes, I've tried to be cold. I even lived in Michigan where I was quite cold. But still, just to be cold makes me feel like I'm missing something, I always say it makes me feel motherless to be cold. I just feel, oof.
And
Hi, I'm Dawn. Definitely my favorite is spring and fall, pretty much equally, because the weather is beautiful and it's just both just really lovely times of year. And probably my least favorite, definitely, I guess, is winter. But I can say that there are some good things about winter. You can see the night sky more clearly because there's not as many leaves on the trees, and the sky seems just really beautiful and the stars so bright. And it's just a nice time to be cozy inside. And also, if you like going in the woods like I do, you don't have to worry about snakes.
that's important. Thank you, Dawn.
So my favorite season is probably summer because it makes me feel warm. I also have medical issues and being cold is painful. So with that being said, winter is my least favorite for that reason. But I also enjoy summer because it kind of feels like freedom. And maybe I associate that with my own school years because there's summer break. But summer in itself is just freeing. People take vacations, go to the beach. They do a lot of fun things that you can't really do when it's cold.
Contrary to my friend here, I'm actually my favorite season is winter because I've always loved the cold. I grew up with Scottish heritage. I've always loved the cold. And going on nature walks, and as someone said earlier, going into the woods and not having to worry about snakes is a big plus. Although, unfortunately for me, I love snakes, so But yes, I just love the winter. It reminds me of beauty, and it reminds me how when seeing the leaves fall on the trees, die, it reminds me that life is a cycle. There is a cycle in everything. Life is this one big circle of life, and it reminds me that eventually my time will come to an end, and I guess that brings me some peace and serenity, knowing that I'm trying to live the best while I'm here, I guess.
I love that. Thank you. We're part of that circle, part of that cycle.
Hello. I love the fall, but I love the fall of Louisiana because in the fall of Louisiana, you get all 4 seasons.
Anybody else? Logan.
I'm a school teacher, so I'd say that probably my favorite's the summer because I can have time to travel and I can go to the beach, I can swim, I can see what other cities are like, and it's just a very restful time for me in general. And you know that teachers, we definitely need that rest every year.
And Does that help you renew your spirit for the coming
Yes, it
year?
does. My least favorite was probably either late fall, early winter, because that's what it seems like that's when all the kids get sick, and I catch whatever they have.
Oh, gosh.
So I get lots of colds, lots of stomach bugs this time of year,
Oh, my goodness, and you got to be really careful about that right now.
especially during the pandemic.
So you can go ahead and do that, Tom. Anybody else? I have found that I really resonate with Logan and Ash about the summer, or I used to anyway. Summer for years was my absolutely favorite season for all of the reasons. That feeling of freedom, that feeling and being able to get in water, because I do. I love to be in water. I have found more recently, and maybe partly because I also lived in Michigan for a little while, and amazingly, although I hated mud season, you have to live through mud season if you live in a place with serious snow. But I actually came to kind of love the snow and that kind of blanket that was all over everything else. I had to go to work in the morning and dig out and stuff like that. No. But that kind of soft blanket that fell over everything, and we lived right by the woods. So I could go back there and I could walk or cross-country ski, and I found that really, it was almost like, and I went through a time of deep mourning during winter up there, and I found almost that softness softened the grief in a way. It's hard to explain, but it just seemed to be like it's like winter. A winter like that sometimes it gives you a pass, I guess. It's just one way to put it, And that I found beauty in darkness. That before it was kind of like, oh, the light. The light is the good thing, but sometimes that darkness is it's more womb-like, and it's more comforting, and it's more. And like I think Dawn said, you can wrap up and feel comforted. So, thank you for sharing with us. And we have a seasonal song, and we had a box of puppets coming in, and I think Ava, Kate, and Jackson are going to help us with this one. But if anybody wants to grab puppets from the foyer, you're welcome to do so. There's a bunch of them. And I'll ask Bob Jordan to come and help us with this one. This is Jesus Our Brother, which is also called the Friendly Beast.
This might be a little bit awkward. Somewhere in my journeys, I lost my guitar strap, which means that I can't stand up when I play today. Is it okay to
Yeah, please put it back up.
put it back on?
Thank you.
Okay, well, it's
I know it's bothering.
okay.
We're going to find one of these that works for you, Bob. All right, are we ready?
Oh, God's grace it or John?
No, it's the friendly beast.
Oh, the
Jesus,
friend.
our brother.
Oh, I thought you. Oh,
No, I
jeez.
said the friendly beast.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm not, it was a little different rhythm than I used.
I'll need the music.
Sure, we can do that. Hang on. Sorry, it's live, y'all.
Sorry.
Jennifer, what's the number? Thank you. Just have it in mind.
It's too bad we can't edit this out.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
I'm going to do it in a different key than is written here. Jesus, our brother, kind and good, was humbly born in the stable room, with the friendly beast around him stood. Jesus, our brother, kind and good. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother hill and down. I carried her safely to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown. I said the cow, all white and red. I gave him my manger for his bed. I gave him hay to below his head. I said the cow, all white and red. I said the sheep with curly horn. I gave him my wood for his blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with curly horn. I said the dove from the rafters high. I cooed him to sleep that he should not cry. We cooed him to sleep, my maid and I said the dove from the rafters high. All the beasts my son could smell in the stable doors were glad to tell how the gifts they gave Emmanuel, the gifts they gave Emmanuel.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Then after I extinguish the chalice, I'm going to ask you to focus up to the window, if you would. Thank you. As we extinguish the chalice, may we take its light within us, and may it shine as a beacon of hope, love, joy, and peace through this season and beyond.
This is a piece from the Advent study we've been doing. Jesus, a radical reformer, The recognition of the big picture is probably as rare in our age as it was in the time of Jesus. Why should it be any different? Even the 12 apostles had trouble with it. It is never going to be popular. It is never going to be for the masses, unless they are awake and aware. Otherwise, they will usually substitute a perfect society, heaven or the church, for the true and big picture. We live in the in-between, and with an excess of hope, because there is just enough of now to assure us of the not yet.
Amen. Blessed be. May you go in peace. May you have peace in your heart as we continue to work for peace in the world. Thank you. I've been asked to remind you about the congregational meeting at 3 o'clock this afternoon via Zoom, and we will, the link went out in your Friday email. I think it went out in the last 2 emails, and we'll go ahead and put it out again today. Thank you.
Come down to the water and rest your troubled mind. Forget about your scars, and I won't think of mine. And the full moon on the rise is calling us to part. You will travel safely if you listen to your heart. You got to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You will travel safely if you listen to your heart. If the messenger is angry and the birds refuse to sing, and everyone is talking but no one hears a thing, if they tell you that you're lost and there's heartache in the cars, you won't be led astray if you listen to your heart. Yeah, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You won't be led astray if you listen to your heart. You got to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You will travel safely if you listen to your heart. Caesar's got his armies, and the thieves have got the gold, and the people won't stop dancing while these fires burn in Rome. There's a brakeman with a lantern, he's waving from a train. So come on, get on board, you can't go back from where you came. Now faith is all there is, like it was at the start. You will hear that train if you listen to your heart. You got to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You will hear that train if you listen to your heart. Yeah.
astray. If you listen to your heart, yeah, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You will travel safely if you listen to your heart.